Hello and good day everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Sir Marcy, and for today's video, I am going to discuss solving proportions with variables. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you'll be updated with my latest videos. In my previous video, we discussed already about the definition of ratio and proportion. If you still remember, a ratio is a comparison of two quantities. Let's say you have these pictures. What is the ratio of the number of boys to the number of pencils? The answer is 3:11. There are 3 boys and 11 pencils. Let's try another problem. What is the ratio of the number of apple trees to the number of apples? The answer is 2:12. Remember that ratio can also be expressed in lowest term, meaning the ratio 2:12 is also the same as 1:6. Okay, if we apply or if we reduce ratio in its lowest term. In our previous video, we also discussed and defined proportion. When we say proportion, it is an equation that states two ratios are equal. Also, proportion has two parts. The first part is what we call the extremes, and the other part is called the means. Also, take note that the product of the extreme is equal to the product of the means. So when you multiply the extremes, we have 3 multiplied to 2, the answer is 6. Also, that is equal to the means when you get its product. So 6 times 1, the answer is 6. So this means this is an example of a true proportion. Okay, let's have some more examples. Let's try to read the proportion. How do we read this? That is simply 1:15 as to x is to 625. In the proportion A all over B is equal to C all over D, the products of A times D and B times C are called cross products. You can solve a proportion for a missing value by using cross product property. So in a proportion, cross products are equal. So just like what I've said earlier, the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes. Here are some rules in solving proportions with variables. Number 1, we have to apply cross multiply or cross product. Number 2, divide both sides by the number connected to the variables. And number 3, check the answer to see if it makes a true proportion. Let's try to solve problem number 1. Suppose we're going to solve for the value of m. So we have 3 all over 9 is equal to 5 all over m. Step number 1, we will apply cross product. So we have 3 multiplied to m is equal to 5 times 9. Okay, so 3 times 5, that is 3m, is equal to 5 times 9, that is equal to 45. Next is we will divide both sides of the equation by the number connected to the variable, and that is 3. So we will divide both sides by 3. Then m is equal to 45 all over 3. The answer is 15. Okay, now our last step is to check whether this value will make a true proportion. So we now have 3 all over 9 is equal to 5 all over m, where the value of m is 15. So 3 times 15 is equal to 9 multiplied to 5. So 3 times 15, that is 45, is equal to 9 times 5, 45. Meaning m is equal to 15 makes this proportion true. Okay, let's try to solve problem number 2. Solve each proportion. We have 6 all over y minus 3 is equal to 2 all over 7. So first step is we have to apply cross product. So that means we have 6 multiplied to 7 is equal to 2 multiplied to y minus 3. Next is we have to eliminate those parentheses. So 6 times 7, the answer is 42, is equal to 2 times y. We will apply distributive property. This is 2y 2 times negative 3, we have negative 6. Next is we have to add both sides of the equation by positive 6. So 42 plus 6, that is 48, is equal to 2y. Then negative 6 plus 6, that produces 0 pair, so this can be cancelled out. Next is we have to divide both sides of the equation by 2. Okay, so y now is equal to 48 divided by 2. The answer is 24. Alright, now let's try to check if this will produce a true equation by substituting the value we obtained. So we have 6 all over 24, which is the value of y, minus 3 is equal to 2 all over 7. So we simplify this part. That 6 all over 21 is equal to 2 all over 7. Then we apply cross product. So 6 times 7 is equal to 2 multiplied to 21. 6 times 7, that is 42, is equal to 2 times 21, that's also 42. So it produces true proportion. So therefore, y is the solution. And finally, for our last example, let's say we're going to solve for the value of y. So same procedure apply. First is we will use cross product. So we have negative 5 multiplied to 8 is equal to 2 times y. Okay, we remove the parentheses. So negative 5 times 8, that is negative 40, is equal to 2y. Then we divide both sides of the equation by 2. Then y is equal to negative 40 divided by 2. The answer is negative 20. Then let's try to check if this will produce a true proportion. So we have negative 5 all over 2 is equal to, plug in the value of y, which is negative 20 all over 8. So cross product, this is negative 5 times 8 is equal to 2 multiplied to negative 20. So negative 5 times 8, that is negative 40, is equal to negative 40. That means y is equal to negative 20 is a solution, and that ends our lesson for today. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be updated with my latest videos. Goodbye!